Kroger's didn't just downsize. They replaced humans with robots and AI. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Falling apart. And what's wild is most people aren't even paying attention. So let me show you what's really happening here.
So Kroger just fired all their delivery people. You know how if you get on the Kroger app, it'll say there's a special deal for pickup and delivery? Well, Kroger just fired with an AI phone call to all their delivery drivers. Hey, we're no longer going to need your services. We're moving to a more AI electronic delivery system, which is kind of like what Walmart, the drones. You know what? I hate Kroger.
Guys, if you didn't know already, Kroger started downsizing earlier this year after laying off a couple hundred people from their corporate office. Now, with the AI push and using AI assistants and even AI robot and management and warehouse management, they laid off thousands of people. Now, what people are saying now, let's just jump right into it.
Well, new Kroger DLC just dropped, and fresh off the heels of firing 10,000 employees yesterday, my wife just got back from our local Dillon's store, which is owned and operated by Kroger. Kroger self-checkout now locks your cart at the door. Their little anti-theft security system that, locks the carts to keep them from leaving the property, now locks your cart if you go through the self-checkout. Okay. My wife had used the self-checkout, was about to leave. As soon as my wife's cart hit the first set of double doors to leave the building, the wheels locked. And security informed her that from now on, if you go through self-checkout, the cart wheels will lock at the exit door. And then security has to verify your purchase and unlock your cart. If you haven't found a good local grocer yet, do that. We only go to Kroger for specific items that we can't get at our locally owned grocers. Anyway, happy Thursday. Y'all take care.
Now, this is just one example, but the big news that came from this and why this is somewhat going viral is that Kroger's used an AI call to lay off their employees. It's kind of sad, but we have that call. Let's go ahead and listen to it.
To look for opportunities during the next 60 days and be sure to work with your local HR team to help. I truly appreciate all you have done for this site, for your communities, and for our customers. In recognition that this is difficult news, we decided to pause deliveries for the rest of the day and will pay you for your full shift. Operations will resume starting third shift today, November 18th. You will receive a UKG message with your shift start. Again, we want to express our deepest gratitude and express our heartfelt thanks for your dedication and hard work. We are committed to working together and will be here to provide support and resources during this transition. I know you likely have many questions. Your sites will host huddles throughout the next few days with more information. If your leaders cannot answer your question, we are committed to finding the answer for you. Before I close the call, I want to personally thank you for everything that you have done. From every delivery, to every bag, to every customer you greeted, to every hour that you actually spent with us. It has been a testament of the people that we have in these sites. Thank you for joining the call today. I know that this is difficult news to hear, but know we're available to support you throughout this process. Thank you.
You're fucking with me. Oh my God. 4 years. 4 years.
Wow, just what what nerve they have. I've never heard of anything else other than getting laid off by maybe or maybe I can just say shut down by an automated message from Indeed for not getting pushed to the next level in an interview. But this is really a low. Using AI calls to turn people. Wow, man. Really missing the human connection. You never know when you're going to need these people back in your business, but I'm guessing they're betting on never needing them again.
Kroger just did a mass layoff right before the holidays, but that's not even the worst part. They literally used AI to let these people know that they had no job. Tag the creator in the comments. They got this phone call and it was AI, an AI voice telling them that they're fired. It's just so insulting all the way around.
You've probably seen them all across Oklahoma. The blue Kroger delivery trucks that deliver groceries right to your doorstep. Well, starting February 1st of next year, the delivery service no longer exists. Roughly 250 Oklahoma City Kroger employees were notified early Tuesday morning that they are laid off. They were told the fulfillment location is closing and deliveries will end February 1st of 2026. Many people are now left to find jobs in the next 60 days. And those who rely on Kroger delivery services, whether it be here in the metro or rural communities, now have to find somewhere else to go to get what they need.
I wonder what Kroger is going to do with all their extra assets. Guys, this can't just be something that we can just settle on. I'm pretty sure they're taking a big hit. Not only that, they're going to take a big hit once this goes really, really viral, okay? Using the AI call, canceling home delivery, okay? Laying off thousands of people, switching to AI robotics in their warehouse systems to improve or cut out the human part of everything. This is getting crazy, and this is just a grocery store line. We haven't even got to anything else crazier or more advanced yet, or even a bigger company. Let's just go ahead and watch a little bit more.
Hit to Lake County's economy. Grocery giant Kroger announced today it's going to close its automated facility in Groveland.
More than 1,000 people are employed there, and the impact is already being felt. West News' David Jones live outside the Kroger facility. And David, the company opened this just a few years ago.
They did. One county commissioner says in many ways today's news feels like a profit-driven betrayal, especially after Kroger opened this facility here just a few years ago, promising a large-scale investment and hiring in 2021. Now they're pulling out of Lake County, closing this distribution center along with two others in other parts of the country. Wesh 2 took a tour of the facility back when it opened. It's become the county's 7th largest employer since opening. The Ocado company, which operates the robots inside the facility, was the 9th largest taxpayer in the county last year. County staff say Kroger's initial investment was $131 million. Ocado's was $150 million, and even that they had been told of upgrades being made here at this facility. So this news blindsided them. Lake County staff stressed the county is still open for business. They still are looking to attract large employers, and they're going to do what they can to connect impacted people with work. But Commissioner Sean Parks tells me this news has been devastating for Lake County.
There are decisions that are, strictly business and financial made, at headquarters in a different state, far away from here. But it's the personal, ramifications to the personal effects, if you will, that in my heart, I feel betrayed.
He says his feelings of betrayal are shared by people he knows who work at Kroger. Parks says there were incentives made to attract Kroger here, long-term investment incentives that were meant to be spread out over a decade, but now will be cut short. So far, the county has given grants totaling $460,000 to Kroger and $871,000 to Ocado. Now those are performative-based tax incentives paid out to the companies after they each pay their full property tax bill. The city of Groveland says 1,400 employees are being impacted. They say, we understand Kroger announced this morning it would close 3 automated facilities, including Groveland, as part of an effort to improve its e-commerce profitability. We don't yet have a specific date, but the closure is expected sometime in January 2026. Meanwhile, Parks says the county's economic development team is working to connect some of these impacted workers with potential jobs. He says that it's his hope that Kroger may make some brick and mortar investments to try and cushion the blow from today's news, but that's still, all of this news definitely stings for them.
As I said before, they're probably doing this to cut out a major expense and to save a lot of money. All right, we can just write this off on taxes, but dang, can you just write all these human people that work for you, that stood by you, that enjoyed their jobs, and you couldn't even have someone or the decency in their building to lay them off, man.
After a $24.6 billion failed merger with Albertsons, Kroger is closing 60 stores nationwide over the next 18 months after poor earnings reports came out. So this could put between 6,000 and 9,000 people out of work, as each store tends to employ between 100 to 150 managers, guys, as cashiers, stock clerks, butchers, management, all of that. So Kroger right now employs about 41,000 people in the United States before these closures. So Kroger's been founded all the way back to like 1883 in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it has more than like 2,700 stores nationwide. So this 60 stores is not like a huge hit to their overall program. They're still very big, but they also own the brands Ralph's, Harris Teeter, and King Soopers. I don't know about Harris Teeter or King Soopers. I haven't seen those before. I'm on the coast right now, and originally I was from South Dakota. They didn't have those, but we do have a Ralph's that's right by the house. Now, let's talk about why this is really happening. So they can blame the earnings report, they can blame the economy, they can blame inflation. This is their own damn fault. And it's their own damn fault because Ralph's and Kroger's are about double the price of Walmart or Aldi. Sorry, it is what it is. So are Albertsons and Stater Brothers. I know because I shopped at Stater Brothers and Albertsons because they were by my house, the closest stores that there were. Now I shop at Walmart and Aldi. I love Stater Brothers more than anything, but all of these stores, Albertsons, Kroger, Stater's, Ralph's, they're double the price for the groceries. I know because I compared them, because I didn't even like Aldi at first when I went to it. Now we got all of our weekly groceries exclusively Aldi. Anything that we can't get, we pick up at Walmart. That's what we do every week. My average grocery price for my family of 4 at Aldi is $117. I bought the exact same groceries to compare them there. You know what it was? $243 for the same food. Nothing was different. You get the same kind of milks, fruits, stuff. I'm like a very repetitive person, guys. So they can say whatever they want on this, but they're running this, they ran the prices way too high on all of us as Americans. And now brands like Aldi are everywhere in the United States. They're expanding rapidly. They're just voted the cheapest grocery store chain across the country. I know Aldi is not in every place. There's Food for Less. There's Heb in like Texas and all those in the southern states that we don't have here yet that I'd like to try too. But right now I'm getting my stuff mainly at Aldi, a little bit at Walmart. And the only thing I'll go outside of that for is like maybe meat, but they did this to themselves. Their prices are completely out of control, and they got greedy with how much they were charging average Americans. Let me know if you think that's true.
Was Kroger's downfall their pricing? They expanded too quick? Or they just not in touch with competition and just thought that they were a superior brand? Look, when I think Kroger's, I usually think Kroger's in Texas and some other places, man, but you have a lot of competition. You have HEB. Now that you have all these, like you have a Walmart to deal with, and some people will even say Target, but at this point, where do you fit in, Kroger? Be honest. Did you lose the race before you even started?
It's Kroger? No way. What? This is crazy. I just randomly, damn, how about you this Kroger? Yeah, I'm on some bananas though. Oh, they about to have nothing in this hole. That's good. What the fuck? That is crazy. I ain't even gonna. Damn. That's crazy.
Well, that's just a small glimpse of what it would possibly look like in the near future, or if not now. I feel really bad for you Kroger shoppers that really just do it out of convenience, and that's just a nearby grocer. Let's just go ahead and check out what the warehouse actually looks like next.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So Florida now has this. Very interesting.
Their goal is that eventually someone's going to be able to just put the groceries in your fridge for you, and you don't have to do a thing.
The online supermarket.
They have 1,000 robots moving around. It's so cool. So it's basically a center that has that inside it. So when you order a Kroger grocery, one of those little robots is picking your groceries up and putting them into the truck.
Cool. And do they service what? Tampa Bay?
They from that facility they can do all of Central Florida.
Whoa! From one facility,
it's bananas.
So they can service millions of people.
Yeah.
From one centralized facility.
From one facility.
And it's in Groveland, which is like near Lakeland.
Yep. We're just evolving. We're just becoming more and more efficient with the way that we operate as a civilization. And so, sometimes that means it's a something like this. Sometimes it's automated vehicles. Sometimes it's AI that's doing things. It's just it's a cool time to be alive and working in the real estate space, because the real estate space has to house everything that's going through there, and you have to figure out what's the new puzzle today.
I'm guessing after spending so much money on the AI involvement in their warehouse and distribution centers, they had to figure out a way to get all that money back. And that cost us our favorite cashier, our favorite buggy man, our favorite deli person, and the people that really care. The people that can see things outside of how robots can see things. All right. So robots are programmed. All right. They don't really have that care factor, or that factor to want to do better and do more. All right. That's where the human touch comes in. And I'm pretty sure that's what makes the experience a little bit better when you're in Kroger, if you shop there. And now we're missing that.
It has a backbone. Everyone has a voice. Your voice needs to be heard. I decided to join the union because I want to see change. Change for management. There needs to be balance there, because it's not balanced, it's lopsided. When you're in a non-union store, it's either what they say or you could kick rocks. I could get someone off the street to fill your spot, and it just continues. I feel like with me joining the union can bring stability, balance, authority, accountability. People can be held accountable. Management can be held accountable for their actions and the things that they do.
Woo! Let's go ahead and join the union, guys. I think this is probably everybody's worker's best chance to make it out of this one unscathed, or at least in a better position, man. So if you like this video, please like it, share it with a friend, your favorite person that likes to go to Kroger, your neighbor, your cousin, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you on the next video.